Hey everyone, so welcome back to another video comparing my reactor, or the quote-unquote god reactor, the best reactor I ever had, in a live comparison with a reactor that I have in the same day, by the way. You can see I've got everything on the screen here. I've just divided up the entire screen and I've almost tried to sync it down to the millisecond as best I could, but you can see that it's just about there and then in sync. So you'll see that one run performs very well, and you'll be able to see in a live comparison shot how and why on every screen what was done differently and how with a live comparison. I think I said live comparison twice, but you get my meaning. I might do a comparison again to another reactor. I don't think there was another reactor in this run, but I wanted it to be the same day. I wanted it to be, you know, the same starting point and everything else, so you can see everything is the same. And we're going to see side by side what went right, what went wrong, and which run performed the best. And we can even compare, even on a run that didn't perform so well, where things did go well, and maybe where we might have overtaken it. So, but yeah, thank you so much for all the love and support on the first video. Officially, that was the first uploaded video on the channel. Got way more views than I expected. I was expecting a very little views for a first time video, you know, for the channel. I know that a lot of my stream community or Twitch community have subscribed and stuff, so but I'm not sure if these are being viewed by anyone else outside of the community, but either or, we're gonna see what this is like. So, but yeah, thank you so much for that. Again, if you want to see further into the run, let's see if we can get 20 likes in this video. I think that is a huge push, but if we do get 20 likes in this video, I will do a continuation of the next chapter or section of this run and do a live comparison. Even now as I'm saying this, I haven't actually looked any further into this run. I just remember it was a very good run. It did eventually die. I will state that fact in case I didn't state that in the last video, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's going to be a good one, and at least a good comparison, so I'll do my best to do commentary over these as best I can. So a lot of the pace at the beginning of the run can be decided with well, this menu, but also the two soldiers at the beginning. So both of us are going to do our menus here. Pretty good menu and pretty in sync. The top left hand side video looks like it's just slightly ahead, maybe. I don't know which run's which. I'll be honest, I can't remember which run was the 902 Scorpion, but either or. Now looking at the ATBs, you can see them very different. Top is the 902 by the looks of it. First turn makes such a difference, look. This is why, or sometimes when I'm memeing, when I'm speedrunning, when I say, oh, last turn guards. Now look at the difference. Like, Cloud is still attacking that second guard. And now look, we're like a few seconds ahead. So came out of that fight about 3 seconds, like 4 seconds, look, you see. 4 seconds is kind of huge though. So, you know, it's huge for a reactor, right? So anyway, let's see. I think the top left does name him C. We do. Bottom right hand side names him C. Oh, the fumble. Oh, the fumble. And it's like all these little things that add up. The perfection of this game, and I guess the imperfection of the runner, it does add up. I think I went with Ba in this one for Barrett. And now we're a good few seconds behind, you can see already now. Named him B. I don't think this will factor in the pace of this run, with Barrett being named B, and the top left hand run being named Ba, you know. But yeah, even a little as going up this little bridge here, like a bonking, can be easy to do here, which I think I did not do, which is good. But yeah, look at the top left hand side run already. It's already zooming ahead, and you can see yeah, what, 5 seconds in front now due to the fumbling error of the letter C and A. I tell you what we'll do, of this transition here, the black screen going into the elevator, we'll look at the top left hand side's timer, and we'll count how many seconds in front and part it is. So let's go with 4:31. So 31. So it's like 6-7 seconds behind now. Don't do it, guys. Don't do the 6-7 thing. But yeah, around that anyway. But look at this now. Now, let's see if the top left-hand side does get a fast elevator. I did explain this in the last video. Bottom right hand side, let's see if we get it as well. The top left hand side gets the fast elevator. Bottom right hand side also gets fast elevator, nice. So very clean movement on the top left hand side one. A little, I don't know if that was a fumble on the bottom right hand side a minute ago. Oh, was that a bonk into the railing on the bottom right as well? Oh, the fast runaway on the top left, crazy. Bottom right, how did this fight go? Melee, it's not terrible. Not terrible, getting a melee attack. It's better than a beam. But look, Cloud's already on talking to Jesse here. Top left hand side. The bottom right hand side, not even just barely there now. Crazy. There'll be an encounter on the bottom left, sorry, the top left. And I think this was, I think we saw this in the last video where it was a instant escape. Yeah, crazy instant escape. I don't know how I'm not reacting to that on the top left hand side there. No, God, the melee and the beam and the dobby. The melee and the beam. So that was like a 5-second loss in that fight alone. I should do some maths on it. We'll check the transition from the top left hand side again. And we'll look at the load screen, or the black screen, in just a moment. So what we're looking at, top left, zone 621, let's call it, right? So 621, it's such a difference. Bottom right hand side. So we're like 13 seconds apart, 12 or 13 seconds behind on the bottom right now compared to top left. That's already kind of crazy difference. That's bad runaways, that's bad guards, bad lettering of naming. Was it Barrett, I think? Cloud, I think it was. And the fight starting here at 6:53. Top left hand side, that's crazy. And the first turn Barrett, right? So this is going to be a lot to dive into. So top left hand side got first turn Barrett. Yeah, about 13 seconds there, different so far. No first turns on the bottom either. Look at that, no first turns, and this will really impact the pace of this fight. So 92 and 34 for Barrett here. And Cloud's doing 90, which is not terrible. Like kind of average. It's not bad. But we're now one attack in front of the bottom right hand side. On the top left hand side. So search Scorpion. So I don't think there's any limits on the top left though, which can kind of technically make this fight a bit slower. Bottom right hand side, looks like they're going to get a limit with Cloud, which will push damage a bit more because of the Braver. Yeah, no limit. The Cloud's going to do Bolt on the bottom right hand side now. And the Barrett's going to attack. I can't believe how fast we kill this Scorpion on the top left. It's kind of crazy. Still don't believe it. That was a nice roll with Cloud on the bottom right, 94. Now we're doing Braver. Oosh, 119 is not a bad roll. So now we're just entering tail phase in the bottom right. Top left hand side is in the middle of tail phase. Going down now. The Cloud's needing to do Bolt here, so these little tail lasers, even though it helps us get a limit, it does mean the fight's a bit slower. We're going to do double Bolt here, yeah. The bottom right hand side. And you'll see the difference. I don't know what Scorpion time we get on the bottom right hand side anyway. Ooh, the critical hit with Barrett on the bottom right hand side. Okay, here we go, look, 902. That's such a mad pace, what the hell. Hey, not terrible Scorpion on the bottom right. What did we lose? We lost 13 seconds, was it? We lost 13 seconds at the beginning, so technically that fight was... No, that was 17 seconds slower. Bad rolls, no first turn, bad runaways, and yeah, it all adds up. So now we're going to see the reactor. Top left hand side's doing the setup. Now you only have to walk up and down a few times to get that fight. Sometimes if I'm like in front of steps too much, I have to force it quite a long time. I've started to slowly adjust them in my runs right now, actually. Bottom right hand side, how we do it here? Not terrible, but I think we had to force it just a tad longer. So climbing the ladder on the top right hand side, 9:07 when we jumped onto the bottom of the ladder. Let's see what time we get on that in this next one. 9:07 it said, right? 9:07. I think we might have made up a bit of time leaving the reactor here. Maybe? Did we? About a second behind, or we lost a second. I can't really tell. Good though. Yeah, all this setup on the top left hand side is very, very particular. Such a mad run, man. I really wish I had that run, you know? Some of these runs, they're so heartbreaking when they die. Like, you know, that's the name of speedrunning, but it is. So let's look at the top left hand side clock leaving the screen. So it was 8:19 on the bomb timer on the top left hand side. 8:19. Let's see if we can... Hopefully, come on. Come on, other neon. 3 neons here. 1 talking, 2 running. Yeah, 1 second slower. 8:18. But yeah, that is the difference in a reactor here. I'll let you see the split on the bottom right as well, so you can see the difference. We've got 11:04. This is 11:22. Oh my god, 18 seconds difference. So that adds up though. If you do the math on that, it's 17 seconds from 9:02 to 9:19. And losing a second, it could have been the runaway. I missed the fight actually. You know, for the setup of that, but yeah, that just shows you just the reactor alone how good, and you know, and obviously it shows you the RNG that is involved in a reactor. And where 17 seconds might not seem like much over the course of a run, but that is still a quarter of a minute over the course of a run. You're starting that run 17 seconds behind, and you're chasing your butt the rest of the run, you know, to try and catch us 17 seconds. And at the end of the day, there was a few weeks ago when I almost PB'd by, I was shy of PB'ing by 8.2 seconds. If that was a run where I lost 17, you know, I know that's ifs and buts, but you know, and could have, should have, would have. But you see what I'm on about, and you see what I mean. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. That was a breakdown of me trying to do the best I can. We're breaking down 2 runs at the same time. I'm sorry I was like flicking back and forth between them both, but hopefully even just me muted or something, you can kind of see what's going on from the top left to the bottom right, with a good start run to, you know, a decent-ish run bottom right. Like we got a 9:19 Scorpion. That's honestly not terrible. It's fairly average. I like to try and aim for like a 9:15 or 9:18 or something like that. But 9:19, can't complain. Goes with the, you know, you roll with the punches. Sometimes it is what it is. But overall, a pretty decent run. But that run at the top left was just madness. Since the 6:42.04, we have PB'd again. And we've been close to PBing a few, like maybe 4 or 5 times now on that pace, or so not on that pace, on that run. But you know, we do our best. So, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like I say, if this video gets 20 likes, I will do another video, maybe breaking down another section of the splits, or maybe another 20 minutes of the run or something, maybe up to Reno or something, and I'll deep dive into the things that go into play, why we do this, why we do that, and all that good stuff, and we can do like a live comparison. And again, maybe I can do it in this format, or I can do it in the first video format that I did. So if you missed that video, please go and have a look. Let me know what you think. If you're new around here, subscribe for the videos of speedrunning FF7. Anything speedrunning really will go on here, but right now it's FF7 focus, since that is our current main run. And I do also variety streams as well, so if you want to see some variety streams, feel free to drop by as well. But yeah, my name is Neon Genesis. I'll see you guys real soon. So until then, take care.